Hey guys, so I'm doing a quick little video on just making it to the end of the seasons. So, making it all the way to the end of the season, reward players, both season 1 and season 2, and then eventually in 2 days, what will be season 3, which is what I'm doing it now. So, for season 1, Curry, who's still an amazing player, was probably the easier one to get. All of those finals challenges at the end with LeBron and the Lakers players and having challenges with like 2000 XP each and stuff like that, it was immensely helpful. Um, if you didn't do the Halloween players, the three more expensive ones, Harden, Carter, and LeBron, it would be a bit tougher to make it to the end, but you can still do it. But most of the challenges are obviously worth a fair bit less. Uh, you know, some of the pink diamonds 1,250 at the end, but most of the diamonds like 800 for the highest challenger out of their three challenges if they had three. So season 2 is definitely more difficult than season 1. Um, However, still not impossible. So as long as season 3 is not more difficult than season 2, as long as it is similar, it's definitely you're definitely able to get it. Things to remember when doing this, especially if you don't open packs. So I did this, no money spent, and that means if you do open packs, then obviously it's a little bit easier. If you don't, then just some key things to focus on would be you need to continue to make MT. You need to make sure that you're making MT while you're doing this, because it does use up a little bit. You'll lose money on taxes if you can't snipe cards when you're trying to sell them back, or if you buy them at the wrong time, which is another key thing. You need to make sure you're buying the cards at the right time to do their challenges, either while they're out in the midsection, like when they first come out, while they're out, or wait a while for their price to drop just a little bit. Like I lost a little bit MT right at the end with those super packs. I should be on about 200k, but I lost about 50k in taxes because of how much the cards dropped with the super packs. I knew they were coming out. I just needed to get to the end, so that's on me. So things to remember: continue to make MT. Make sure you're buying and selling the cards at the right time. Plenty of other YouTubers will go over how to play the market, and just as a whole, I'm putting that as a point. Just make sure you're playing the market, because I don't want to go into that tangent. And then for the last three, make sure that you're doing dailies. If you want to go for these players, make sure you're doing dailies. It really isn't that much. Look, that's 400 right there. That's not much, but it's like 40 days of 400. Now there were a few days throughout this season where they weren't actually putting out dailies, but it wasn't that many days. It was, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 days. Most of the time they had dailies out, 400 to 500 XP each, and that's for like 40 days or whatever. So it does add up. It definitely adds up. So make sure you're doing those. When it comes to weeklies and things like that, stay on top of them. But really, so last two tips or whatever you want to call them, make sure that you're doing challenges at the same time. Some challenges can only be done on weekends, or some challenges can only be done in challenge games. So make sure you're doing, like, if you're doing Triple Threat, have 3 players that have challenges. If you're doing Triple Threat offline, have 3 players that have challenges. Same for like doing challenge games. In my section here, I have CH Online, so challenges online team. Right now it's got no one in there because I finished it. And then challenge CH offline, my offline challenge team. So I stack the players all into a starting lineup of whatever for online or offline, and I do challenges. Now, for me personally, I don't care about my records because I'm not going for Ewing and stuff. I'm going for the other rewards players. Limited, I do because I got Jalen and I wanted Jalen and stuff. But for him, if you care about your record, maybe don't do challenges in your unlimited, because if you care about your record, then using, I don't know, like emeralds and sapphires and stuff for unlimited games is not the way to go. I've lost a few games where I was using my challenge teams. I decided midway through that I actually wanted to win, and then I only just lost. So if you set it up right, you can do it, but it's not always able to be done. Now, there are still lots of challenges that I missed out on, and I still made it. So that includes all, like, most of the Halloween event plays that I didn't get. Unlimited event, the unlimited plays, because I didn't get any of these guys, and they've got a couple thousand. Yeah, wow, look at that. It's like 3. That's 2,000, right? 2,500. Yeah, 3, 4. It's like almost 5,000 XP, even though just unlimited. And then I haven't even finished all the weeklies. Maybe I'll do it for that one token. Sleepers, like, I didn't do most of these guys, or I've done most of the others for the cheaper ones. But like, I didn't look in Cam. I know a few people have. That's another almost 2,000 XP. So if you want to make it to the end, it's very feasible. It's more difficult this season, and I understand it. I mean, I think less people were going to go for Blake anyway than people who were going to go for Curry, and at the same time it was a little bit harder, so less people have Blake than they will have Curry. But at the same time, it was more difficult as well. So as long as season 3 is not that much more difficult, I'm hoping they bring out a wing player. But as long as it's not more difficult, I'll be going for it again. And same, I won't be buying any packs or anything. I've only bought 2 singles, and that was so I could finish CJ, because I needed those Blazer players, and so forth. So yeah, no, but be sure, guys, if you do want to go for the season, and final thing, 5 things to remember that we talked about through the video is do dailies. Be sure to watch the market, buy and sell at the right time. Make sure to stack challenges. Some challenges can only be done on weekends, so like with dailies, make sure that you focus on getting those done. And if you are trying to do challenges at the same time as, let's say, unlimited or unlimited or on Triple Threat Online, be prepared to play some people with their main squads while you're using just challenge teams and stuff like that. So just keep that in mind. So yeah, season 1, season 2, done, dusted, got them both. Season 3 is coming. Hopefully it's not harder than season 2. If it's not, it should be feasible for anyone. Have fun, guys, and thanks for tuning in.